back. That's right, we are back to Football 101. I am your host, that's right, the Beetle. We're back. I'm your host, the Beetle, former football player, high school, college, the littlest guy on the field, back in the 70s, old school. Yes, I am your host, and I'm going to give you the lowdown, the predictions for the AFC East now. The AFC East, starting off with the Buffalo Bills. Yes, it's time to go for the I just completed the entire NFC, and please check out all my NFC breakdown where I dive deep into each and every team. And now it's the AFC. I'm starting with the AFC East with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. Wow, what a whirlwind of evaluation. And now I'm digging deep into the AFC and the Buffalo Bills. Oh my gosh. Talk about a change with the Buffalo Bills. It's a turnover because they lost some key play. A matter of fact, talking about their key losses. The key losses come from Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, and as well as Micah Hyde. Man, I'm losing it already. Micah Hyde on defense, and it's going to be a change for the Buffalo Bills. And let me give a quick shout out. Hold on. Let me give a quick shout out to the Buffalo Bills organization. I broke down and analyzed what was happening during training camp, during the preseason, and the preseason games just finished. And I just want to give a little shout out to those who followed the Bills. Also, Cover One Buffalo Bills training camp. Also want to give props to WKBW TV Buffalo, Channel 7 ABC. Dan Simmons did a great job of breaking down some of the issues. Well, they were kind of goofy, quite frankly. Those guys were kind of goofy from WKBW TV, Channel 7A. They were kind of goofy. I evaluated what they brought to the table for this show, and I'm going to give them some props. So, yes, the Buffalo Bills head coach Sean McDermott is he's going through some changes as well. He had to fire his head coach or offensive coordinator last year, and then insert the new offensive coordinator. He fired Ken Dorsey and then promoted Joe Brady. And by the way, I'm giving much props. Let me give props. I do this. Give props to Lindy Sports. Always get your Lindy Sports magazine. So I'm going to read portions of this. But what I've said about this team really comes from my view of the latest videos and what the players are talking about. What was the theme? Now, see, I'm changing things up. What was the theme from what I saw during the training camp and preseason? Like I said, head coach Sean McDermott, he's still going through some changes of the offense. And last year, he was even calling the defensive plays, and I think he's got to give that up to their defensive coordinator, Bob Babbage. But during let me just get to the issue, how I felt about the breakdown of this team. Of course, it revolves around Josh Allen. Still Josh Allen, big-time quarterback. Prima donna. Let me just call prima donna. Always got an edge about him. Very talented, super arm, touch on the arm. He can throw it deep. He can throw it short. Yet still, he's got the problem of making bonehead mistakes, turnovers in key situations. I mean, the guy could throw the ball anywhere on the field, in traffic, but during key situations, he makes those bonehead mistakes that cost them really the AFC Championship on a couple of situations, and faltering when they played the KC Chiefs. But this year, he's coming in with a new attitude, a bit more relaxed, a bit more. What I've seen him, he looked more relaxed, I think he's learning again. He's still learning the system, and this is his seventh year coming from Wyoming. Their backup quarterback is Mitch Trubisky. You know him. He used to be with the Bills. He left, and now he's back. He used to be a starter for the Chicago Bears at one time. So he's a backup quarterback, but it still revolves around Josh Allen. Now, let me say that I was completely impressed, thoroughly impressed. This guy is an all-pro art. He's a rookie coming in, wide receiver, Keon Coleman. That's right, Keon Coleman, wide receiver. I mean, he's a big body wide receiver from Florida State, 6'3", 213 from Florida State. Wow! This rookie, he has it all. Experience, he runs routes so efficiently. He wants to learn even much more. But when you see him in the interviews, he's so calm and cool. He knows he just says, I got to put the work in. I haven't proved anything, but he feels more and more comfortable with the NFL speed. That's what he was saying. He needed to get up to speed with the NFL and how things are run. So I was very, very impressed by Keon Coleman. He's going to be obviously Josh Allen's number one wide receiver because he just handles himself so well, very thorough. And since they lost Stephon Diggs, and so Keon Coleman is a big new addition. Also a new addition is my boy Curtis Samuel. They picked up Curtis Samuel in the offseason, and Curtis, he still has the juice. Curtis Samuel from the Ohio. The Ohio State University. He's been around. I think he was last with the Washington Commanders, but I saw a great interview with Curtis Samuel. He's very businesslike, and he's a skill burner, and he knows that the offense coordinator will use him very well. Joe Brady, he's familiar with Joe Brady, and he's in the slot. He's in the backfield. He's running deep patterns, short patterns. They want to get him the ball, and what I've seen him in training camp, very first week of training camp, second week of training, he's spot on. He wants to fit in this offense. It's a matter of just learning the nuances of the offense. So Curtis Samuel is a great, outstanding pickup from the Buffalo Bills on the running attack. On the passing attack. Give much prop to that to Curtis Samuel, Keon Coleman. Again, like I said, a superstar in the wings. They also have, what is the deal with Chase Claypool? Chase Claypool, 6'4", 230. He's been again a superstar with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then he's got head problem. He went left. They got rid of him out of Pittsburgh. He went down to Miami. They got rid of him, and now he's with the Buffalo Bills. Big target. I don't know why he just can't make it to continue at the higher level. Would stay with the team. There's obviously some issues there, and this is his. I would have to say this got to be his last go around on an NFL team. Also mentioned during training camp was Mack Hollins. Mack Hollins made a big impact during training camp. For their run attack, they rely upon James Cook. James Cook. This is only his second year. Third year. This will be his. He's been second year. James Cook. No, my bad. Third year from Georgia. He's the younger brother of Dalvin Cook. Once a superstar with the Minnesota Vikings, and then he went to Miami and didn't know where to fit. He went somewhere. He didn't know where to fit in. He went to New York Jets. He didn't know where to fit in. They didn't know how to put him in the rotation. So I don't know where his older brother Dalvin Cook is, but James Cook, he's doing the lion's share of the running now with backup Ty Johnson helping him out in the running attack. That is my concern right there. James Cook is fast, and then you only have Ty Johnson. They need a solid, consistent running attack. A solid, consistent running attack to offset the passing. They'll move the ball down the field, but they need a consistent running attack, and I would have to say a solid set of running backs that you can depend on. Those running back that can put a pounding on, but I just don't see that there. I see James Cook, and James Cook got a fast twitch, but again, this is third year. He's gotten better. I see him, but not as a workload, but they need at least two other guys to step up, because this is trying to be a fast-paced offense, and they just need some help on the running attack. As for their offensive line, I want to read Lindy Sports offensive line. Let me just get this together. The Bills decided to move on from veteran center Mitch Morse in a salary cap decision that may be something to watch, because Morse was a fine player in Buffalo. They are banking on the left guard Connor McGovern being able to move to center, a position he played in college. In essence, they are upsetting two positions a year after their five-man line was one of the best in the NFL and stay injury-free. So again, looks like their offensive line is in a bit of a flux. So that is a concern. So you gotta be concerned with that offensive line and being able to make holes and for that running attack, and also protecting Josh Allen. Because if he doesn't get protected, he's the number one guy on that offense, and you don't want to bring in Mitch Trubisky because he has an arm too, but he's made unfortunately a lot of bonehead mistakes in his journey. Now moving on to defensive line, the Bills' top priority in free agency was re-signing DaQuan Jones. And he was playing at the Pro Bowl level before he suffered a torn pectoral and missed 2/3 of the 2023 season. His return will help solidify the run defense as he plays next to Ed Oliver. The Bills assigned veteran Deshaun Williams and Austin Johnson and drafted Dwayne Carter in the third round to bulk up their interior rotation. They're hoping that second rounder AJ Epinesa, who has been shown steady progress, will resign in free agency. Now here's their concern on the outside edge. The deal is with Von Miller. Von Miller was hurt 2022. He didn't bust a grape last year. He still is on the roster because he's getting paid big money, but he hasn't performed up to their major expectations. As a matter of fact, he's losing his starting position. And what they said in training camp is they're just hoping. Now, think about that. They're hoping that Von Miller, future Hall of Famer, will get at least maybe 5 to 10 sacks through the season. He's not going to be an every down person, obviously. He's not going to be out there in crucial situations on a regular basis. They just want him to get 5 to 10 sacks. And they don't even know what's left in the tank for Von Miller. And that's just, to me, I know he likes to be a free agent in his skill set. That's the reason why he played for the Rams and got that Super Bowl ring after being with the Denver Broncos for all his career. And now he's with the Bills. Even though he says he wants to get up to his level of skill, pass rush. It's just that they don't see much of him practicing. They just let him do his thing, and that's pretty. I don't care who you are. future Hall of Famer. You should show to the rookies and the rest of the team that you're gonna push yourself to the highest level. And I'm calling out Von Miller. Yeah, yeah, the Beatles calling out Von Miller, pass rusher. I was disgusted to hear how what's being said about him. And he even came in I'll see what I can do, how I can get up to speed. He was giving all the business verbiage. It didn't sound sincere. Again, he's getting paid, but it didn't sound sincere. And that will affect the rest of the team. Because they know, they just know, players know when a person is, you're getting paid, but are you putting in 110% effort? And it seems like Von Miller he's ready wants to get paid and retire in a heartbeat. Or get paid and then move on to another team at the very end for a championship team. Relying on his prestige. Come on, I'm calling out Von Miller. I was disgusted to hear how they allowing him to come on, Von. We know you're a superstar. Please help us. We need your help. I couldn't see that. I didn't see where the head coach Sean McDonough called him out. I didn't see that. I mean, I know I didn't see all the tapes, all the training camp, but what the Beatles felt was not good. And then in the secondary, oh my gosh, their secondary got all hurt during training camp, and they lost again for the first time since McDermott took over as head coach. The tandem of Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde will not be playing the safety. Poyer signed with the Dolphins. Hello, you know it. And Micah Hyde is a free agent. Now, this was Micah Hyde, a free agent. They were expecting to re-sign Micah Hyde because their safeties have gone down, and this was the latest as of last week. And last week was the week before the end of training camp and preseason. They were down to third stringer Damar Hamlin to play. Damar Hamlin, the athlete, the Buffalo Bills, used to be starter, injured, paralyzed, treated, returned, remarkable. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. He's back on the field. He's back suited. But even the coaches and all the insiders say, they don't know if they're going to continue to keep Damar Hamlin on the team. Do they want to risk another severe situation again? And they said we're down to our third safety, and the secondary just does not look good at all. And to me, they know they got to make a trade. They know they got to sign a superstar safety, and they're trying to get Micah Hyde back. I don't know if they're going to get him back at the time of this taping of the show, but their secondary looks very weak. Their overall defense looks very weak. And this is Sean McDonough. Sean McDermott. He's a defensive coach, and matter of fact, his last defensive coordinator left. And I know he's somewhere. He's back in the league. He left for a year. Leslie Frazier left for a year last year, and now he's with another NFL team. And I know I'm going to come across him very soon. So I may have already. But Leslie Frazier left. He had this defense on at the upper level. Now this defense is almost a joke. So that's pretty sad. The stark decline of this used to be a high elite defense. They were a fearful defense. They were attacking defense. What I've seen in training camp and preseason, it's not there. I know they didn't play in practically none of their starters, but their backups were lame. I don't know. So again, overall defense doesn't. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't hear it from the players, the coaches, the media. I don't hear it from Buffalo Bills media. I don't hear from WKBW, Channel 7 ABC. I'm calling y'all out. Y'all weren't too happy about your defense. And then the special teams, Tyler Bass established himself as a supreme reliable kicker in the first 3 seasons. Punter Sam Martin had an inconsistent second season with the Bills, so Matt Hack, who was the first team's punter in 2022, was brought in to provide training camp competition. Intangibles for the Bills. With the departure of Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, the Bills have to remake a passing game that has been one of the NFL's best the past 4 seasons, and tight end Dalton Kincaid, similar to Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce may become the focal point for Josh Allen. Yeah, matter of fact, I did see that they're in training camp. He was throwing to his tight end a lot, and so you're going to see what are you going to see? You're going to see a lot of more dump off plays, short plays to the tight end, and that's what I see. Dalton Kincaid will be Josh Allen's one of his best friends, in scoring. So again, overall, I was not impressed with the Buffalo Bills. Not impressed from what I've seen. The local media and even the Buffalo Bills, they're coming in. Well, they say they try to say the right thing, but the person on the hot seat is the head coach Sean McDermott. Enough. Put up or shut up. They got a clean house. They're building a new stadium, indoor stadium in Buffalo. It's about daggone time. So if they're building a new stadium, they got a clean house. They got a clean house. So don't be surprised. I'm saying this right now. Don't be surprised if Sean McDermott you're fired by the end of the season, because here's their schedule. The Beatles going to run down their schedule. They start off with Arizona at home. There you go. Then they go on the road to Miami. Dolphins 39. You know who's going to win that. Yeah. Right here, baby. Fins up. Then they host Jacksonville. Then they go to Baltimore. Then they go to Houston. Then they go to Jets, New York Jets. Then they host Tennessee. Then they go to Seattle. Then they host Miami. Fins up, baby. Then they go to Indianapolis. Then they host KC. Oh, my bad. They host KC. By then, I may have to change my little pick. That's their Super Bowl. Right on the spot, I'm changing one of my picks. Right now, on air. I'm changing my pick right there. So that's going to make it, oh my gosh, I just changed it on the spot, y'all. On the spot, I just changed it. I had another schedule, wins and losses. I just changed it on the spot because they're playing KC at home. By then, they're going to have some chemistry. By the end, that's in November. So, and it fits November, and then they have a bye, and then they have San Francisco at home. Then they have the Rams, go to the Rams. Then they go to Detroit. Then they host New England. Then they host the Jets, and then they go to the road on New England. Yes, on the back end of their schedule, that's when they will get in the groove. Again, they got a lot of moving parts on the back end of their schedule. That's when they get in the groove. And now, as I just see that, and I'm see, this is what happened when you do a live show. You can change things. I had planned to say something, but in the midst of what's happening and reviewing everything, they're going to have a season of 11 wins and 6 losses. 11 wins and 6 losses. That's not bad because, they didn't, they're going through a lot of change. So I give them 11 wins and 6 losses. 11 wins and 6 losses. But I still think, the head coach is going to get fired. I still think he's going to get fired, y'all. I know they're so nice in Buffalo. Only I'll leave it like that. They're not. It's a nice city. If you just get to the coast, but that's the reason why they're building a new stadium so they can really play high level football in the dome now. Okay, enough of the snow in Buffalo and the 10 inches, 20 inches of snow during November and December. It's affecting the Bills more than anything else. So they just said, let's build a daggone new stadium, a dome stadium. It's about time. So, and of course, Josh Allen will be playing in that dome stadium, but he's going to have, coaches are going to be gone. But anyway, but I just changed it. I think the Bills will make it to 11-6. 11-6. I initially had them 10-7. But it's on the back end. And see, many teams are not going to get in the flow of things until the back end. And since they have a lot of moving parts, I'm going to give them some time to get it together. They are a talented team. Don't get me wrong. It's just that their defense is jacked right now. And whether Von Miller comes back, that's a key, and performs at his high level. If Von Miller gets in the groove, come on, no telling where they can go. But he just got to have the right attitude. But I haven't seen that yet. But maybe he will turn it around. So, but I'm giving them 11-6. This is the Beetle. This is Football 101. I'm bringing it. I went a little bit long, but this is what happens when you're bringing the pain. And yes, the Beetle can always bring the pain, but I'm telling it like it is. So there you go, 11-6 for the Buffalo Bills, and that's the first AFC East team that I did for 2024. This is Football 101. We just keep on going, and guess what? Let's do this.